Hello students, today we'll be going to see one more instrument. This instrument is also used for the obstetrical and gynecological examination, but it is not used at present because most of them are using this ultrasound measures to measure the diameters of the pelvis. So today we'll be seeing with one of the old instrument which they were using to measure the pelvis, that is the false pelvis. So that instrument is called as a pelvimeter. So this instrument you can see here in my hand, this is called as a pelvimeter. It has got a pair of calipers. So these are called as a pair of calipers, and it has got a measuring scale. You can see a measuring scale over here. This is called as a measuring scale, and there is also a screw where you can lock it or make it tight. So this instrument is mainly designed to measure the false pelvis. So the main reason for measuring the false pelvis, to some extent it gives a gross result of estimating the pelvis outlet, so whether the lady can deliver normally or what is the diameter of her pelvis. So that is the main reason of this instrument. So using this pelvimeter, we can measure the various diameters. So we'll see one by one what are the different diameters which we can measure. First we'll see about the how you can measure the external conjugate. So external conjugate, here you're measuring, it is the distance from the depression below the fifth lumbar spine to the upper border of the symphysis pubis. So it is the distance from the fifth lumbar spine to the upper border of the symphysis pubis. It is usually measures about 8 inches. Second one is the interspinous diameter. So this the interspinous diameter, it is the distance between the two anterior superior iliac spines, and it measures about 10 inches. Next one is the intercristal diameter. The intercristal diameter is the distance between the two outermost part of the iliac crest, and it measures about 11 inches. One is the intratrochanteric diameter. It is the distance between the outer surface of the two greater trochanters, and it measures 12.5 inches. So these are the various measurement. We are measuring the external diameters of the pelvis. Next we see it can also measure the obstetrical conjugate. So to measure the obstetrical conjugate, the two fingers are introduced into the vagina and the sacral promontory is reached. The position where the lower border of the symphysis pubis is falling on the hand is marked, and the hand is withdrawn. The distance between the tip of the finger and the point marked on the hand is measured with pelvimeter. This gives the measurement of diagonal conjugate. So once you subtract 1.5 centimeters from this, gives the value of obstetric conjugate. A distance of less than 10 centimeters of obstetrical conjugate indicates a probable dystocia due to the pelvic contraction. So this is how you can measure the obstetric conjugate. So students, today we have seen about the pelvimeter. So this is an instrument which I showed you in the beginning, the pelvimeter. So you might have, you can see these instruments nowadays only in the lab, okay, and also you can still see this instrument in the textbook, but it is no longer used in the clinical settings. You will never see using this kind of instruments in the clinical setting to measure the pelvis diameter. So because we have got advanced technology of measuring the diameters using the ultrasonography. Anyway, hope you should know at least some things regarding this instrument and what are the outlet diameters you are measuring and how you are measuring the obstetrical conjugate. Hope you have understood this. Thank you.